She filed for divorce over breakfast like it was nothing. But she had no idea I already knew everything. You don't expect your entire life to crumble over a cup of Tuesday morning coffee. But that's exactly how it happened. This is the story of how my wife casually destroyed a decade of marriage over buttered toast. But what she didn't know is that I was already 3 steps ahead of her. Welcome to Breakup Cheater. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon, because every week, we share real-life stories of betrayal, revenge, and unexpected comebacks that you won't believe. Now let's dive into today's story. She filed. The calm before the chaos. It was a regular Tuesday. Nothing special. The kind of morning where you expect traffic, emails, and maybe a boring Zoom call or two. But not this. Judith sat across the kitchen table from me like everything was normal. She was in her robe, buttering her toast like it was just another day. She took a slow bite, looked up from her plate, and casually said, "I filed." I blinked, not sure I heard her right. Filed what? She didn't even pause to answer. She just reached for her coffee and said with that same calm, measured voice, "Divorce." No emotion. No drama. Just a statement of fact, like she was telling me we were out of milk. That's when I realized. This wasn't impulsive. She had been planning this for a long time. But here's the twist. How it all started, the first sign. 6 months earlier, things started to feel off. Judith became distant. Not cold, just distant enough that I noticed. She'd stay late at work. She was always texting someone. And when I walked into a room, her phone magically disappeared into her pocket or under a pillow. At first, I didn't want to believe anything was wrong. We'd been married 10 years. We built a life. Bought a house. Had 2 dogs. Took annual trips to Maine. But something deep down whispered, "She's hiding something." So I started paying attention. Not paranoid. Just aware. And that's when I caught her smiling at her phone one night at 11:30 p.m. I pretended to be asleep. She thought I was. But I watched her text with a grin she hadn't shown me in months. That smile wasn't for me. The private investigator. I didn't want to confront her without proof. So I did what any rational man in my shoes would do. Hired a PI. Cost me $2,500. And every penny was worth it. Within a week I had photos. Judith. With her boss. At a hotel in Midtown. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just sat there on the couch, staring at the manila folder like it was a death certificate. Because in a way it was. It was the death of our marriage. The moment I stopped being a husband. And became something else entirely. A man preparing for war. The financial trap I set. Judith thought she was clever. What she didn't know is that I was already moving money weeks before she said the word divorce. We had joint savings. $76,000. I transferred half of it into a separate account under my name. Then I paused all auto payments on bills that came out of our joint accounts. She didn't notice because she wasn't paying attention. She was too busy playing house with her boss. I also met with a lawyer, a shark named Angela Klein. She told me exactly what to do. Don't react. Come. Let her make the first move. You'll win. Her mistake. Filing first. So when Judith said, "I filed," I nodded. She was expecting a meltdown. A begging husband. Tears. Maybe even a scene. Instead I said, "Okay. I figured this was coming." That threw her off. She blinked. "You did." "Yeah. I've known for a while." Silence. Then I stood up, took my coffee and said, "I'll have my attorney send you the countersuit." She dropped her toast. The fallout. Over the next 2 weeks, everything unraveled for her. Her boss, the man she risked it all for, got reported to HR anonymously with photo evidence. Guess who sent it? Not only did he lose his shot at promotion, but rumors spread like wildfire. He was married too. His wife didn't take it well. She cleaned him out. Judith. She found herself being politely let go for inappropriate conduct at work. Then came the legal part. She expected to walk away with the house and half my retirement. Instead, my lawyer revealed her affair, her breach of trust, and even her attempt to hide assets. I walked away with 80% of everything. The house, the dogs, my retirement. She left with debt, her clothes, and her freedom. She tried to come back. 3 months after the divorce finalized, she called me. Said she missed the way things used to be. That she was confused and pressured by her boss, and didn't know how to say no. She wanted to meet for dinner. I paused, then said, "Judith, I think you've mistaken me for someone who cares." Then I hung up and blocked her. The comeback. It's been 2 years now. I met someone new. Someone kind, honest, real. She knows everything about my past. And she doesn't flinch when I tell her. She says I'm not broken, just seasoned. Hardened. Martyr. She's right. Because Judith's betrayal didn't destroy me. Forged me. And if you've been through something similar, you know. Betrayal doesn't have to be your ending. Can be your beginning. If this story hit home, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what would you have done in his place? More unbelievable stories are coming soon. Until next time, this is Breakup Cheater, where karma always gets the last laugh.